Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient ether upon a table. Let us go through certain half-decision streets, the muttered retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells. Streets that follow like tedious argument of insidious intent. To lead you to an overwhelming question, oh, do I not ask what it is? Let us go and make our visit. In the room, the women come and go, talking with Michelangelo. The yellow fog that rubs its back upon the window panes, the yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes, licked its tongue into the corners of the evening, lingered upon the pools and standalone drains, let fall upon its back the soot that falls from the chimneys, slipped by the terrace maiden sudden leap, and seeing that it was soft October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed there will be time for the yellow smoke that slides along the street, rubbing its back upon the window panes. There will be time. There will be time to prepare the face that meets the face that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, and time for the works and the days of hands that lift and drop the question on your plate. Time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions, and for 100 visions and revisions before taking of toast and tea. In the room of women come and go, talking with Michelangelo. And indeed there will be a time to wonder, do I dare? And do I dare? Time to turn back and descend into the stair with the bald spot in the middle of my hair. They will say, how his hair is growing thin. My morning coat, my collar mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie rich and modest, but asserted by a simple pin. They will say, but how his arms and legs are thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there will be time for decisions and revisions, which a minute will reverse. For I will have known them already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voice is dying with a dying fall beneath the music from a farther room, so how should I presume? And I have known the eyes already, known them all. The eyes that fix you in the formulated phase, when I am formulated, sprawling on a pin, when I'm pinned wriggling on the wall, then how should I begin to spit out all the butt ends of my days and ways? And how should I presume? And I have known the arms already, known them all. Arms that are braceleted, white and bare, but in the lamplight, donned with light brown hair. Is it perfume from a dress that makes me so digress? Arms that lie on a table, wrapped around a shawl, and I should then presume, and how I should begin. Shall I say I've gone to dusk through narrow streets, and watched the smoke that rises of the pipes and lone men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows? I should have been a pair of ragged claws, scuttling across floors of silent seas. An afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smothered by long fingers, asleep, tired, or it malingers, stretched on the floor, here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ice, have the strength to force the moment into its crisis? But though I have wept and fasted and wept and prayed, though I have seen my head grown slightly bald, brought upon a platter, I am no prophet and there is no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker. I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker. And in short, I was afraid. And it would have been worth it after all. After the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards the overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you, I shall tell you all. If one settling a pillow by her head should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not it at all. And I would have been worth it after all. Would it have been worthwhile? After the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, after this and so much more, is it impossible to say just what I mean? But as if magic lantern threw the nerves into pattern on the screen, would it have been worthwhile if one settling into a pillow by her head should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not it at all. No, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. I am an attendant lord, one that will do, to swell the progress, start a scene or two, advise a prince, no doubt, an easy tool, differential, glad to be of use, politic, cautious, and meticulous, full of high sentence, but bit obtuse, at times, indeed, almost ridiculous, almost at times the fool. I grow old, I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare eat a peach? Shall I wear white flannel trousers and walk upon the beach? I have heard the mermaids singing, each to each. I do not think they will sing to me. I have seen the riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back when the wind blows and the water white and black. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by sea-girls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us and we drown. Thank you, that was a grinder, guys. Thank you very much for sticking through that.
Give it up again for Tim Dyson. And up last but not least, we